get good use out of that cult altar.
Well, we'll see right now. Argentina going to go for the first pick this time around. Honestly, after the revamp, the adjustment towards the Faramis, he does work better as a mid laner, so that's exactly what they go for. They pick up the Mathilda to fill in that roaming position as they need a little bit more utility. They still need to have that insurance, right? If Slovenia are able to lock a few members down on that call altar, they need someone with that utility to bring them back out, and the Mathilda just provides a good mix of everything. One of the most prio roamers as well, but with that shielding from Mathilda, Slovenia are trying to pick up that Esmeralda and also the Akai, which is interesting because it's gonna be an Akai roam if they do pick this up.
Most likely, but it won't be the Akai, it will be the Grok. So denying a lot of crowd control with the immunity, and then afterwards perhaps being used as one of those setups for the big combo. But if you look at the composition of Argentina right now, they have a lot of utility, but I have to question, is it enough damage, especially if they want to make good use of the cult altar? And as I say that though, Hayabusa makes an appearance.
Oh, I think that's a really good pick, honestly, the Hayabusa, right? Because of the frontliners here from Argentina, both the Fredrin and the Faramis, both of these heroes can really disrupt Slovenia's frontline, and that can enable this Hayabusa to really wreak havoc onto that back line where the 1-1 and the Yves are both going to struggle a lot up against the Hayabusa up until they get either a Winner's Truncheon or that Wind of Nature.
For Argentina though, I think their composition actually forced
match of the day. Once again, here it is, the Land of Dawn, Slovenia, with their jungler starting in the blue side. Coming in, Jotun from Argentina starting on the red.
Both teams just clearing as fast as possible. And I think it's very interesting that both teams will actually do something similar, and usually it will take until the turtle starts spawning for both teams to actually be able to pressure and force their opponents to play a certain way. So we'll have to see in this early game, at least until about 4 minutes, who will actually have more advantage.
Well, Erwin is trying to open up the map here, but the early aggression coming in from Slovenia's Martis and Grok is a bit too much to handle. They're going to be able to secure the first lethal Wanderer. And honestly, looking at their composition, they might have a lot to say in the early stages of the game in the first few neutral objectives.
They have a lot of crowd control, they have a lot, well, not maybe the crowd control per se, but they have clear, right? And in the early game, clear in a way is almost more valuable than crowd control because it allows you to move faster, but wait, there's aggression here.
Oh, Civ going to be able to dish out the damage, but Erwin picks up the first blood. Clyde now still able to run away, but here it is. Jotun comes in with a shadow kill. Clyde flickers out, but it's not enough to get him to safety. Jotun picking the second kill of the game up for Argentina.
Wow, that's aggression coming in from the Argentinian side, but they're not done yet, Mirko.
No, 1-1. Also, Bonnie going to be caught again in that top side, staying, overextending up against a 3-man dive. Argentina here with a very well-coordinated early game play.
We talked a lot about the experience coming in and how they actually know what to do, and it's showing right now. They are the ones dictating the tempo, and Slovenia is forced to try and adjust as well as possible, but it won't be enough.
Man, once again, Arakil in the bottom side, maybe taken down here, but the damage coming in from Papadog, as now Slovenia are trying their best to go at it onto the turtle, securing it with Retribution, but look at Papadog taunting two members, Rimuru and Clyde, as that's the damage coming through, stunning them up. Rimuru getting the shield in, Erwin zoning him back, as that's going to be Vizo, who tries to get out, will be able to. And here it is, Slovenia able to finally trade something back.
They're able to steal away that turtle from the hands of Argentina. A small victory in the grand scheme of things, but now they have to try and find opportunities to try and use the catch potential or the output potential. They have not been able to abuse the Marty's pick to get those weird skirmishes, and as things are going, it seems like Argentina are the ones that will try and actually find him in his own jungle.
It's tough, right? Because we actually mentioned it early on. Slovenia does have the better composition when it comes down to neutral objective control. But if Argentina gets this kind of tempo in the way they're able to gank, in the way they're able to utilize the assassins by actually isolating Slovenia and taking them apart from the individual lanes, it's going to be tough for them later on in the neutral objective takes.
I think it's very dangerous for Slovenia right now because Argentina has the option of using that Cold Altar in an aggressive fashion. Maybe for a dive. But as I say that though, Jotun, what happened here?
Off camera, that was a kill, a solo kill, I do believe. As in the bottom side, we do see Papadog struggling a bit in that XP lane, in that 1v1 trade against Arakiel on that Esmeralda. But now, we're going to take a look. Once again, Civ here in that top side, up against Bonnie. It does feel like the 1-1 is struggling a whole lot.
There's a lot of emphasis being used to try and shut down this 1-1 because obviously this is a very dangerous heroes in the right hands and in the right game. If he can have a healthy laning phase, might be very dangerous, but Papadog right now is being dived on.
Uh-oh. Papadog still able to survive. That's the power of the Fredrin, I guess. Super tanky, super sustainable, but with this, Slovenia have secured that bottom side pressure, Rashi.
With that pressure, they're trying to try and find something as Papadog is forced to be in a weird situation, and here we go.
A good taunt coming in. That's going to be the Cold Altar as well as they dive into the back line. Cold Altar HP bar is going to go falling down, but Papadog is still alive, dealing so much damage and taking a whole lot as well. Bonnie now popping that Inspire. Not just yet. He's actually waiting on it right now as Clyde has to recall. Civ looking for a good position, flickering forward, and that's going to be the Eve taken down. A very aggressive play though. Civ might not be able to get out. He gets cancelled out, and he gets caught from the damage coming in from Vizo. It's a 1-for-1, the mid laner for the gold lane.
Mid lane for gold lane, and right now it seems like Argentina is still doubling down, trying to get that turtle, and they will be able to secure it, even though initially Slovenia were the ones trying to make that play happen, and with that advantage, with that pressure, they will get the mid turret as well.
Oh man, they didn't get the mid turret, but Arashi, that's a lot of damage placed onto the mid turret, and even the turtle taken with not much being given back by Team Slovenia, as Jotun is trying his best to just clear out that mid wave. Rimuru is just trying his best to help Vizo clear out the purple buff. So you can see already that Argentina are able to create these forced errors up against Slovenia, even bringing Bonnie into the mid lane for Civ to take that top side for free.
The pressure game from Argentina right now, they don't mind using a lot of resources to try and ensure that they have that wave priority, right? They keep pushing the waves from Slovenia, and as a result, they are the ones who are able to actually catch Slovenia mid-rotations because they can predict the movement as a shadow kill is being used right here.
Whoa! He gets baited in the tier 1, and he's gonna get taken down. Jotun with an amazing quad shadow play to bait that from the side of Team Slovenia. Papadog very aggressive into that tier 1, under it. Meanwhile, on the top side, it does seem like Civ was able to win out in the 2v1. Everything is collapsing for Team Slovenia as Argentina look to convert.
Absolute disaster right now as Slovenia. They're losing objectives left and right. Right now, it seems like Argentina will rotate and try and get some more in the bottom side. Arakiel needs to be a bit more careful here. It's a very dangerous situation.
Well, Arakiel still has a sprint. Whoa. Doesn't use it just yet, and here it is, the isolation coming in for a shadow kill to deal so much damage. And it's another conversion for Team Argentina. Top side tier 2 and that XP lane tier 1 falling.
I swear, I've seen Civ use his ultimate to push waves at least 6 times throughout the whole game. That pressure coming in from the gold lane, it's just so oppressive as the purple buff is the next target for Argentina.
And it's another brilliant forced error from Team Argentina here, because with that threat onto the purple buff, it basically forces Vizo to use that retribution. Meanwhile, you can already see Jotun soloing that turtle, picking it up, getting a beautiful trade on the board for Argentina.
Argentina is working towards so many things at the same time, and they are succeeding at every single endeavor. The top side though, Papadog just pulling away a lot of pressure, and look at that. You can see that Slovenia is forced to group together, and Argentina is just waiting for the right moment to strike.
There it is. That's the moment you're talking about as Jotun jumps in, eliminating the Esmeralda. Meteoro coming in. That's going to be the real world manipulation. Popped in, but it's instantly canceled out as he wasn't able to dish out any damage towards the Argentinian players. Another turret, tier 2 in the XP lane, taken for free. No trades.
It's so slow but sure from Argentina. I'm very surprised to see how disciplined they are, and as we mentioned, the experience definitely shows it's a different level of performance, and now Argentina, they're trying to actually do a lot of damage because Slovenia, they are desperate to try and find something, some kind of play to try and equalize because they are struggling right now.
Looking at the gold lead, Arashi, 8 minutes, 8,000 gold lead. Look at the items. It's just looking bleak for Team Slovenia currently with the Beatrix securing a Hunter Strike and BOD, not even caring about any defense. No defense whatsoever right now. They're snowballing and they understand that.
Not necessary as of now. Jotun as well with the Malefic Roar being rushed. So he has a lot of damage potential. Even though you send maybe your XP laner, your tanks against him, he has itemized accordingly. So the split push game is still available for Argentina and they have not used it to its full potential just yet. And Slovenia already is struggling without it.
Again, the gold lead is still at 8,000. Argentina are doing a really good job at just suffocating Slovenia while also waiting for that timer on the spawn timer for the side of the Lord. Look at the damage. What was that? It was a snipe by Civ, and it's a kill over for Meteoro.
Wow, maybe use a spell before the escape was used? We'll see, but now, not even done yet. Look at Argentina going in, Mirko.
My goodness, Argentina just going at it. Viso trying to jump in onto Civ, but the damage comes through. Civ just guns Viso down. It's a 4-0. Once again, no trades on the board as they look to collapse once again onto Clyde, who's not going to be able to tank, to soak the damage from the Argentinian members. They're going to go for kills before they ultimately end the game in 9 minutes of game time. Another dominant display by Team Argentina.
Quick day in the office for Argentina. They shut down every single advantage Slovenia has in the early game. The aggressive picks were just avoided again and again. And with macro play, Argentina were able to somehow get the advantage in both objectives and also in the big fights. Wow.
An amazing performance again.
It's a lot of damage and it's a very aggressive build, almost no utility, relying fully on the kit of Aramis and then going straight for the glowing wand, more damage per instance of damage, essentially. So repetitive spam spells from the Aramis will do more damage, and then straight up to the Holy Crystal, knowing that he is that far ahead. But the match MVP, as you mentioned, Mirko, Meteoro, with a very impressive score.
Perfect KDA.
4-0 and 6, 7-7. And that damage dealt, I think, is very deceptive. You don't see Faramis and